What's good, everyone? What's going on, y'all? I am back with another video. So, y'all, today in this video, what I want to talk about is what hurts a narcissist more than indifference, right? And one of the things I find that hurts a narcissist more than indifference is being exposed. Most people think that when you expose a narcissist, just because they continue on the same behavior, that this doesn't hurt them. But I'm here to tell you that that's a lie. It hurts them. It actually does hurt them. Even though it may seem like it because they're still abusing people, they still move on. They paint the narrative with the smear campaign, and they get out and tell their falsified story before you can actually say what really happened. That when you exploit a narcissist, that it doesn't hurt them. It actually does hurt them. When you tell what actually happened to you, what really went on with you, they know the truth. And y'all, it is a blow to their ego. It is narcissists. The biggest thing with a narcissist is keeping up their false image, keeping up the false self. They will do anything to hold up that false self, but they have a problem when you go and tell the truth. See, they try to destroy you with the lie, but the truth is really what kills them. Let's just go ahead and keep it all the way platinum. When you decide to tell the truth about what really took place, it bothers a narcissist. This is why they work so hard to paint the narrative that you're the problem, that it's your fault, that everything that happened during the situationship was caused by you, because they're really bothered at the fact that you know the truth and that you can possibly influence other people to believe exactly what you're saying. This is why they get out with that smear campaign so fast, because they want people to believe that it was all your fault and that they were the victim. This is why they do it. Another thing that hurts a narcissist is witnessing you moving on. When you decide that you're going to move on and you're no longer worried about that narcissist, yes, they are bothered by this, very bothered by this. I witnessed this from experience. I can guarantee you when you move on to someone else and you're no longer worried about the narcissist, they're definitely bothered by that. Now, mind you, they're going to find a way to hold themselves up, right? They're going to dig up old supply. They'll find new supply. They go on a hunt. As a matter of fact, they never get off the hunt. They're always looking for new supply. But rest assured, they are definitely hurt. They are definitely wounded when you decide to move on, because they become insignificant to you and you no longer care about them. This is a problem. This is a problem for the narcissist. And a lot of times they will seek revenge. Mind you, y'all, let's talk about how crazy it is for people like narcissists to seek revenge over things that they've done to you. Have you ever heard of this in your whole entire life? How backwards is this disorder? Make it make sense. You want to get me back for what you've done to me. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. Make it make sense. Another thing that bothers a narcissist is when they lose access to previous supply. Now, you decide to get rid of this person, discard this person, whether you discarded them or they discarded you. Either way, they were forced to leave the situation dealing with the narcissist, right? So you've lost that supply. You no longer have control over that supply. And you're mad. You're upset with me because you no longer have control over what I do, over what anyone does. They lose, y'all, they will lose supply and they are mad at the supply. Listen, narcissists really live a life of shut up and take it. Let me do what I want in peace. And you just let me live my life and do as I please. As long as I want to deal with you and do what I want to do to you, that's my business. You just shut up and take it. This is what they want from you. They want you to sit back, allow them to walk all over you, allow them to do what they want to do in peace. You have no peace with a narcissist, but they want you to allow them to do what they do to you in peace and not have a backbone, not stand up for yourself, not have a say in anything that they have going on in their life. They want you to shut up and take it. Again, y'all, you cannot make this stuff up. Another thing that bothers a narcissist is when you're happy after they're gone. When you decide, hey, finally, I have escaped. I am free from this creature. They are gone. Life is moving on. Things are looking up. Thank God this person is out of my life. They have a real problem with this, y'all. Narcissists have a real problem with you being happy, because you see, your happiness is the enemy to the narcissist. They live to destroy your happiness. This is how they thrive, out of destroying your happiness. So when you decide that you're going to be happy without that narcissist, that's a problem. Especially if they know that you're genuinely happy. I'm not talking about you're faking and pretending to be happy just to get their attention. I'm talking about you're genuinely happy and not worried about the narcissist anymore. Yes, they are wounded by this. This is a blow to their ego. It really is. A lot of times they will get depressed knowing that you're happy. They have a big issue with knowing that after all that they've done to you, you're still thriving. And you've actually found genuine happiness all over again. Narcissists have an issue with people being genuinely happy from the inside out. Remember, these people are miserable. They don't know what happiness is. They thrive out of stealing everything that makes you happy, that makes you smile, right? All the good things in your life they want to take away from you because they are genuinely miserable. And y'all, you can't make this stuff up. You just really can't make this stuff up. Another thing that bothers a narcissist, when you pretend that they never existed. Y'all, when you pretend the narcissist never existed, I can promise you, whoever they're with is going to get it. They will make the new individual in their life, whether it's new supply, old supply, whoever it is that they're seeing at that time, whoever it is that they're dealing with, whoever they have as the main source in their life is going to catch hell from that narcissist. It's not that they're already living in hell with the narcissist, but they're going to up the ante a whole lot more when they realize that, listen, you pretend, or they feel like in your mind, they don't even exist anymore. And they know when you treat them insignificant. They know when you just don't care for them anymore. Y'all, they know energy don't lie. Energy don't lie. They know when you don't care for them, when you don't want to hear from them, when they have no longer any part of your life, when you have deemed them insignificant in your world, when you don't care to hear from them, when you never want to see them again, when you're not reaching out, when you're not answering text messages, if they can even reach you, when you're not answering phone calls, when you're not answering social media, when you're not responding to anything they have to say, if they can still reach out. When you've gone no contact with that narcissist, and it stays like that in your life, and you're standing firm in how you feel, you're not letting up, and they feel like they never existed to you, y'all, whoever that main source is in their life is seeing a hard time. They're punishing whoever they're with. Now, can you make that make sense? How are you mad at the new supply or whomever you're dealing with at the time? Because you abused the last person that you were dealing with, and they decided to cut you off, go no contact, and they're no longer even worried about you. They never want to hear from you. They don't care if they ever hear from you again. They don't reach out. They have gone completely no contact in your world. There's nothing that they want from you at all. And you know it. Not only do you know it, but you feel it. They know, y'all. They know when their targets do not no longer want to deal with them, hear from them, see them, or anything like that. Narcissists know when you are completely over it and you've had enough. They know. This is a lot of times when they'll make the move first. This is why a lot of times when they know you're done with them, when they know you've had enough of them, when they know they're on the way out the door, and they know that before that discard comes in, that you are done with them, that you're the one that's discarding them, or you're actually getting rid of them, you no longer want to deal with them. Y'all, they know this. They know. When they see you behaving in a manner, when you're still around the narcissist and they see you behaving in a manner that shows them that you no longer care, because you remember, they watch everything that you do. They study you quite well. So when you change and become indifferent towards that narcissist and you no longer care, they're bothered by this. They're really bothered by this. So what they'll do is they'll try to one-up you. They'll try to leave you before you leave them, when in reality you've already left them. You may not have physically gone, but you've mentally left them, and they know it. So they try to physically, most of the time, hurt you, or really do a whole lot of stuff during that discard. Mind you, in your mind and heart, it's already been done. You're ready for them to go. You're wishing that they discard you. You're wishing that they leave you alone because you've already let go. Y'all, they know this. This is why they try to cut you off and act as if it was all on their terms. They decided to leave you. They decided to cut you off. They know what's really good. They know who left who already. They know who walked out on who. They know who didn't care about who anymore. Y'all, they know. Y'all think that narcissists do not know all these things? Y'all, they know. They know when people that they've targeted no longer care about them. They know when the jig is up. They know when you don't want them around anymore. They know when they can just go somewhere and fall off the face of the planet. You don't care what happens to them. Don't think that they don't know this. They actually know, y'all. They know. They know when you're completely done. Another thing that bothers narcissists, aging. You guys, when they start aging, That's a big one. Y'all, they start losing hair, teeth, gaining weight, losing weight. Listen, they go through a lot of stuff. They hate to turn gray, y'all. They hate to start getting old. They hate to start losing teeth and their skin changing and the wrinkles set in. And y'all, let me tell you something. When narcissists age, they're ugly. They start to, all that stuff that they've done people, lying and cheating and stealing and manipulating and gaslighting. Y'all, all that stuff that they do to people, it starts to show up on the narcissist when they start aging. These things that they have on the inside of them starts to come through their pores. It starts to come out, and boy, is it ugly. The thing that's been inside the whole entire time, that thing that you've been seeing manifest every now and then coming across their face, yeah, it actually comes all the way out once that narcissist starts to age. These things that you thought you were seeing, it actually starts to show itself. The narcissist can no longer hide who they really are. All their horrible qualities and things that they've been doing to people, and all this gaslighting and just always playing the victim and always lying on everyone and pretending to be the villain and everything. Y'all, all this stuff starts to come out. All these things about a narcissist actually starts to come out. They can't hide this stuff. When they start getting old and they really start aging, y'all, all this stuff starts to come out. It starts to seep through their pores. As ugly as they are on the inside, starts to show on the outside. They can't hide this. Narcissists do a great deal of damage to people their whole entire lives. And they actually expect to age gracefully. Tell me, is that delusional or not? That's never going to happen. You reap what you sow, and so shall you reap. What they plant, right? The seeds they plant come back to haunt them. That's why you have to be very careful of the way you treat people and what you do in life. And narcissists fail to miss this big time. They really have told themselves that they are above and beyond God. They really have told themselves that, the things that they do, they have reasoning for doing it. They really gaslit themselves into believing how they treat people is okay, and that when they age gracefully, people are just going to be there for them. Y'all, they usually die alone. People catch on to this and leave the narcissist all to themselves. Happens all the time. The nursing homes are full of narcissists. I can tell you that right now. Y'all, people cut them off along with their children and never deal with them. Do not ever fall for thinking that a narcissist just is going to age and do what they've been doing to people their whole entire lives and everything's going to be okay. It never, ever goes that way. Y'all, these are all things that hurt a narcissist. These are all things that narcissists really can't stand, along with so many other things. But I just want to touch on some key points with narcissists, that there are things that actually hurt a narcissist. And not in a small way either. Not at all in a small way. Y'all, they are very affected by the things that they've done to people. In the end, it affects them big time. And when people start catching on to narcissism and how these people really are and all the things that they've done to them, they cut them off and leave them to themselves. And they're not even there for their own family members. Cut them off. Because by this time, they've caught on to that narcissist. And they know who they're dealing with. And they've decided that they've had enough as well. Just like anybody else. But you guys, that is it for this video. Please take the time out to like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next time.